The Salaries and Remuneration Commission, that's the SRC, is looking at trimming allowances and reviewing the salaries of public servants in a move aimed at reducing the public wage bill by at least 182 billion shillings. The Commission, which has concluded its three-day deliberations, has put forth 15 recommendations set to ignite productivity and performance in public offices. This comes as the country battles declining revenue collections and high foreign debt payments, which have forced the National Treasury to undertake massive budget cuts. Lillian Carrier reports.
For 3 days, heads of state departments, ministries, commissions, counties, and representatives from the private sector and civil societies have congregated inside these walls, deliberating on ways of reducing the wage bill. This comes in the wake of mounting liquidity pressure in both the national and county governments that has been worsened by piling debt repayments. The wage bill has been steadily rising, currently standing at 765 billion shillings, which accounts for 52% of the country's total revenue and 48% of the gross domestic product, GDP. The government is looking at reducing the wage bill to 35% of the GDP, which will see it shave 182 billion shillings.
We must entrench performance-based pay in the policy. On behalf of the county governments, I affirm the resolutions stated and commit our unreserved will to provide conducive environment and ensure implementation of the same.
SRC Chair Lynn Mengich cited a policy gap on the management of allowances, performance, pension liability and poor work ethic as some of the challenges eating into public offices. Mengich emphasized on the review of various policies to boost operations, including review of the salaries of public workers. She, however, did not expound on what the salary review would entail.
Review the public sector remuneration and benefits policy to facilitate rewarding productivity and stronger wage bill control while ensuring wages are competitive, equitable, and transparent. Develop a policy framework for streamlining the management of allowances.
SRC laid out measures including the alignment of the Labour Relations Act and the need for the establishment of a framework for collective bargaining of public servants.
Constituting an intergovernmental multi-agency team to implement the agreed resolutions.
The government has retaliated that it is not keen on retrenching public servants and will instead focus on increasing productivity by ensuring each employee lifts the right amount of weight to help expand the economy.
The percentage increase in productivity would translate to an extra billion of GDP to this country every year.
The more the country spends on paying ordinary salaries, the more it squeezes dry its development budget and has to rely on borrowing to fund its development projects. With Kenya's debt limit inching closer to the 6 trillion mark, the measures to avert this crisis of a bigger wage bill are critical. Lillian Kiarie, NTV.